Hallo Leute, welcome all to today's lesson, whereby today we shall be looking at Lektion 15, and we shall be looking at the Jahreszeiten, that means the seasons. And I'll start by saying that in this lesson, we shall be learning the 4 seasons in Deutsch and how to talk about activities during each season. Now, I want us to go ahead and look at the 4 Jahreszeiten, the 4 seasons, and I'll start with der Winter, which in English it is winter, and Monate, which is months. Winter, or rather winter, is experienced in the months of December, January and February. Now from there, let us go ahead and look at the next season, which is der Frühling, which in English it is spring, and Monate, which are months. So Frühling, it is experienced in the months of März, April and May. Then we have der Sommer, that is in English it is summer. It is experienced in the month of Juni, July and August. Then the last one is der Herbst, which in English it is autumn or fall, which is experienced in the month of September, October and November. Now, I want us to go ahead and look at Beispiele im Satz, that means examples in sentences, and I'll be starting with der Sommer, and the first example is Ich mag den Sommer. I know many people will ask, where is this den, or where have den come from? Remember, we have not done this, but we are going to look at this in the later class. So remember, the gender for Sommer, it's der. Now, when it goes to accusative, der turns to den. That's why we have den Sommer. That's why I have Ich mag den Sommer instead of der. Ich mag den Sommer, because it is in accusative. So, Ich mag den Sommer, it means I like summer. Example number 2, we have Was magst du im Sommer? Was magst du im Sommer? What do you do in summer? So I have some Antwort here. So you can say that im Sommer schwimme ich. Im Sommer schwimme ich. I swim in summer. Or you can say im Sommer reise ich. Im Sommer reise ich. I travel in summer. Or you can say im Sommer spiele ich Fußball. Im Sommer spiele ich Fußball. I play football in summer. Next is der Winter, and the first example is Im Winter fahre ich Ski. Im Winter fahre ich Ski. I ski in winter. Example number 2, we have Im Winter bleibe ich zu Hause. Im Winter bleibe ich zu Hause. I stay at home in winter. In Winter trinke ich Kaffee. Im Winter trinke ich Kaffee. I drink coffee in winter. Next is der Frühling. Remember, this is spring. So, im Frühling blühen die Blumen. Im Frühling blühen die Blumen. Flowers bloom in spring. So, the second example is Im Frühling ist das Wetter mild. Im Frühling ist das Wetter mild. So the weather is mild in spring. The last one is der Herbst. Remember, this is autumn. And I have some examples for you. Im Herbst fallen die Blätter. Im Herbst fallen die Blätter. So leaves fall in autumn. The example number 2, we have Im Herbst ist es oft windig. Im Herbst ist es oft windig. So that means it is often windy in autumn. It is often windy in autumn. Now, having looked at the 4 seasons and some of the examples, I have here the Frage for you, and the Antwort, please write the Antwort in the comment section. And the Frage is, was ist deine Lieblingsjahreszeit? So, was ist deine Lieblingsjahreszeit? So what is your favorite season? So the Antwort, you are going to start like this. Meine Lieblingsjahreszeit ist. If it is Sommer, you can go ahead and write Sommer. It is Autumn, just write Autumn. It is Winter, you can just go ahead and write that. Was ist deine Lieblingsjahreszeit? What is your favorite season? Now, having done that, that marks the end of today's lesson. And remember, today we are looking at Lektion 15, whereby we are looking at the seasons, that is the Jahreszeiten. And it is my hope that you have grasped something in today's lesson. And like I've always said, spare like a few minutes and just go through on what you have done today, because as you all know, practice make it perfect. And also, it's just a humble request, don't forget to support this YouTube channel by subscribing, like the content, and be generous enough and share the content widely with your friends. So that's all for this lesson. Let us meet in the next lesson, which will be Lektion 16. Yeah. Tschüss, bis bald, bis morgen.